Hey guys, MakeupSy here and welcome back to my channel. And yes, she is flawless, honey, and I am loving this bang. I haven't worn bangs in a long time, but this is my first time ever creating a wig, and if you would like to see how I accomplished this, then just keep on watching. So starting out, I am using the pack by Naturale. It's a 3-bundle pack with a closure, 18 inch, 16 and 14 inches, and I was pretty impressed by how the quality of the hair felt. I thought it was going to be a little yucky for real, but it was pretty good, and it was no shedding, and I love how thick the weft was. On the package right here, it said Alley Premium Texture Touch. It definitely feels. This is their Yaki Straight 14 inch. This is a 1B. And they said back here on the maintenance pack to wash hair with mild conditioner, shampoo in cold or warm water, rinse with warm water from the bottom. Gently brush the hair in a downward motion, gradually move up until you have brushed all the hair, set and dry naturally. So of course you are to wash these, but I don't want to wash mine until I actually sew everything down. If that makes sense. Okay, so I didn't know that the pack came with this type of closure, so I just ended up right here. I was pretty much thinking like what I'm gonna do, so I just ended up thinking like, okay, I can make a bang. I haven't had a bang in so long, so why not? And I wasn't about to spend a ton of money on bundles when this is my first time ever creating a wig. It was originally supposed to be just test it out, but I was like, you know what, let's record it. So boom, right here I'm basically like starting out. I made sure I put up in there like me struggling because I wanted you guys to see like this is legit my first time ever created one, and I was just gonna be real honest and just like, look, hey, everybody had a struggle in the beginning of their wig career or whatever they do when they make wigs. So I just wanted to be the first to do it. Like, look, if I could do it, you could do it. Get you some nice little cheap hair and test it out, because that's exactly what I did. I just wanted to see if I even have the skill set to even create a wig, because they make it look so easy and like they do a good job, you know, creating the wigs. But I just wanted to show you guys that, you know, if I could do it, you could do it. Okay, so right here you can see me going through the mesh cap and going through the weft, because on the ends I did a little like knot kind of, and then the rest of it I just literally took a piece of the, you know, like went through the weft, no, through the cap, then through the weft, and then I just kept going throughout there. So what I was doing was basically using my thumb to hold down the track so it could be easier for the needle to go through, because apparently that needle was not sharper than the other needle that I had. So it was like a little bit more harder for me to get the needle through the weft and all that. So and as you can see, I didn't do such a bad job. Look at the stitching. Like, okay, let's go. So moving on to the 16-inch bundle. As you can see at the top, I've already sewed down the closure. I forgot to record that part. Honestly, I'm sorry guys, but only thing I did was basically sew it down. I made sure that I marked where I was going to sew it down at, because you don't want to sew your closure too far back, because then it's going to look like a cone head and you don't want that. So I made sure that I sewed it closer to the front, so that way my bang can lay flatter and my head can appear bigger. No, not bigger, but you know, like, so it can look like, boom, like the bang is not big and looking like, you know, extra. Okay, so right here I am showing you guys that it's like an inch away from like the beginning where I'm putting the tracks at for the bang, and I basically like separated all the tracks, and of course you see I just hop straight to the front. But basically I didn't really put too many tracks. I only put like 3 tracks, and then now you see me at the top right here filling in the rest. So I basically made a mistake and put the tracks a little too close in the back, so I had to, you know, like finesse it and separate the tracks you know, a little bit more at the top, which it wasn't so bad, you know, when I put it on. But on the mannequin, of course, you can see a little cap, but that ain't no problem. So right here, I'm basically trying to make my head, like where I was sewing it on, evenly, because on this side, as you can see, it was a little bit up more than it was on that side. So I was making it even all the way around. I didn't want it to be like more hair on one side than it was on the other. So I was basically fixing it. Okay, so boom. Right here, I am basically like taking the tracks and measuring them, because I was down to the wire. Like it was like a few more, like one long track left, and I had to make it work, honey. So I was, you know, like planning ahead, like measuring each track, so that way I can just grab and go and sew it on, and I know exactly how much I have, and I won't have to be like overusing the tracks, if that makes sense, or like, you know, putting too much in the back than it was in the front. So I was just basically taking precautions and measuring it. So right here, you see me, I sewed everything down, all the tracks that I cut and measured, so you guys can see. And then I, you know, basically got down to the last bit. Okay, so right here I am sewing the last track onto the closure. I'm not sure if you paid attention to how the closure was. It had like a little net piece on it. I'm pretty sure like most closure have that little net on there, if not like a lace kind of like. So I'm basically sewing it onto it, so that way the last track can be basically underneath that closure, and it can lay down flatly, and I don't have to, you know, flat iron it down or nothing like that. So it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now that she is done, I didn't show me cutting the bang because, honey, I needed pure concentration and I just couldn't do it on film. But yes, this is my first time ever creating a wig, and I think I did a good job considering that it is my first time ever even doing anything like this. I think I did fairly good. So if you have any tips or questions, anything like that, please leave it in the comments section, or if you even like this wig, leave it down below. I love hearing you guys comments. Is like everything. So please feel free to subscribe before you guys leave, and I love you. Bye.